You gotta turn on your OBS, bro. Fuck! Power failure! And now my fucking camera's all out of fucking whack. There. What a crock of shit! I wonder why that changes every time. Fuck, I gotta get to the bottom of that. No, we gotta do this. We gotta do it like this. Let's fix that. Select color, pick screen color right there. Fucking turn it back. Bam! There we go. Better. Sorry about that, folks. The power went off for like 2.5 seconds here. Somebody at SAS Power fucked up. So, we appreciate y'all coming back in, hanging out. What were we talking about?
I forget.
YouTube. Anyways. I don't have to go back to the IMAX before I'll get tomorrow. The chat is not populating, so if you guys are saying things, I'm sorry, I won't probably see it. Let's see if I can bring it up on here. Chat. Boom, there's chat. Davy Brown, blow me, fuck you, come get your drums. How you doing, buddy? Fucking, oh yeah, we were talking about my Raspberry Pi. You said if I had any, thank you, Greg. If I had any tickets for the IMAX.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's fucking do with it, man? Oh, tossing in places. Good beat.
Yeah. Fuck, I still got it.
Him's writing me a note. Ooh. Okay, so now these fucking IMAX guys that I want to bring my Pi and play Mario on that screen before I fuck off out of there, before they let the people in. Or they won't let me. If there, as if there's gonna be an HDMI port.
Yeah. That's on the side of the camera with
the fucking projector. I heard that this projector is built out of spare parts. It's an old German projector, and it's like all like replacement parts. So they just took all the replacement parts they could find, and they built a digital projector. The port window for the fucking projection room is half the size it used to be. So, fuck, dude, you should have seen the ventilation they had in the projection room, dude. So there are two projectors. They both have their own hood scoops, or what would you call it, ranges, or whatever exhaust system.
Yeah.
And they were Herman Nelson sized tubes hooked up to it, like those big heater tubes, probably even bigger than that. I bet you those things just fucking probably heat Regina with the shit that come off of there. You know, and I wonder if they would recycle that. You know, if they capture that heat and maybe pump it through the building, because like in the wintertime especially, you know, in the summertime it's probably just fucking wow. But
big cooling system.
They're sitting in there, they're pointing speakers with the laser and shit. And one of the IMAX guys is from like Wales, so he has a really strong English accent. And the other guy's from Nebraska, so he talks like this. And he's in charge of pointing the shit, and he goes up there, he's like, "You're having fun up there, aren't you?" And just laughing at me. I was like, "Does it really look like it?" Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, because I always bitch and complain about how much I hate doing this shit, but it's actually, I'm lying. I don't mind doing it at all. It's just the sketchy lifts kind of suck." Oh, that's what we were talking about, sketchy lifts. And Gord and how fucking deadly he was. Dude, the only shady thing about this build is that they prefabbed a lot of stuff to make sure that no one fucks about putting it together. right? Like, as long as,
to the design.
yeah, because that's what it is. And let me go on about that. How fucking, it's only on tonight because I was too lazy yesterday, Chad. This is not a regular thing Monday nights. But, fuck, this thing keeps going out. I'm fucking talking too much. So, the sketchiest lift today just also happens to be the second highest lift on the scaffold. Okay, so we're doing shit going all the way up. It's like, wow, this is great. This is great. Nothing really sketchy. And then the second last lift from the top. What's coming up? Oh, 2 meter standards with 4 ledgers already in them. Okay, so you have a standard this way that's 2.5 meters tall, a standard this way that's 2.5 meters tall, 3 rosettes, ledgers, welded in, so you can't take it apart if you wanted to, and then one on the bottom. So the thing probably weighs about, I'm gonna say 60 pounds. Okay, it's 2.5 meters tall,
Yeah.
and 2 feet
I
wide.
thought you were gonna say like 500 pounds.
No, man, people have to be able to move this shit by themselves, right? You know, like this. If that shit weighed that much, it'd all go up with cranes. Like, that's iron worker work.
Yeah.
They deal with shit like that, but they have cranes fly it in,
Yeah.
right? So, like, what an iron worker does is they basically do what I was doing today. Like, scaffolders, it's kind of the same thing. The builder sits in the spot where the gear's supposed to come in. His crew gets him the gear, and then he builds it, right? Ironworkers the same way. They pluck themselves down in a corner with their bucket of bolts or whatever the fuck they used to do it. I think they use wrenches and fucking whatever now. And the crane flies it in, and they line it up with their spud wrenches and put the bolts in it, right? They don't have to worry about getting the gear up there. But Gordon and fucking Eric roped all the gear up today. I was like, fucking, so Eric, you going golfing tomorrow? It's like, fuck, I'm not even going to be able to swing my arms because they're fucking swollen and shit. So these things, they're sketchy, right? And, like, in order to get them to sit, I'll see if I bring them. It doesn't matter, don't need it. But
You're gonna choose.
I know, man. They fucking come down and they have to sit on these spigots that are sticking out of the preceding standards, right?
Yeah.
Now, the nature of the beast,
I'm picturing it all.
right?
Best I can in my
Well,
head.
think about it. It's like a tube. It's like you're joining 2 lengths of pipe together, but there's a pig in between to sync it up, right? Now, in order for it to come together and come apart 100,000 times like regular scaffold, they can't put the spigot in there so that it fits perfect, because you're going to get it on once and then you're never going to get it off,
Yeah.
right? So they have to make it in there so that it kind of got play,
Yeah.
right? So when you're working by yourself and you go to stab these things down, it's really hard to line them up because the spigots will move around on you. So it's nice to have a guy holding the spigot
Yeah.
while another guy stabs the standard in, right?
That makes sense.
Right? You can do it by yourself, but when you're tied off on your feet and your lantern's 6 feet long and you're 6.5 feet tall, I can't lean either way or my fucking harness will bind and it'll throw my balance off and I'll either lose the standard or I'll fall off the scaffold. And when it comes to making that decision, I'm going to throw the standard every fucking time. And whoever's on the ground, I've never had to do it. Let's just say I've never had to do it. So, anyways, I'm not going to finish that sentence because people were doing things today they shouldn't have been, which was kind of dangerous, but it's because they had a lot of faith in the people working above. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. So, and it's well
Good
placed.
idea.
It's well placed because I don't drop shit. I dropped shit the first day, and that's because they were giving me tools that I wasn't prepared to carry. Right? And I have my tool belt, and the tools that I use to put up scaffold, I do not drop because my tool belt is fucking designed for my tools. This shit, I needed a ratchet and an impact driver. I'm like, I don't want this shit. I want a fucking ratchet with the proper sockets, and I'll put it up by hand. I don't want this electric shit because I drop it. And I dropped his drill like 3 times the first day and smashed one and shit like that. Like, Chico, give me your spud wrench. Give me that fancy spud wrench you got in the drawer there that you won't take out of the package. Can I borrow it? You sure? I'm like, yeah, but watch how much faster I go with this thing. And sure as shit, the next day it was just because you could line everything up and just fucking. And then he started using it and fucking, it was cool. So, but fucking Gordo, man, he was just awesome for the first time putting this shit up. It's like, yep, just get in the space. And he's like twice my weight. So him moving this stuff around, like, I never think about that. I just presume people have just as hard a time moving this stuff around as I do. Because on the ground, when I'm moving gear, like, I'll pick up the deck and stuff. Like, even Eric's is like, holy fuck, like, I can pick them up because I know how to move them, right? I know how they move.
Using your leverage, man.
Because I know how to, right? Most people will pick it up and try to move it in a way. It's like, no, you got to pick it up here and then do this and spin it. And so, like, I'll spin it up on the plank. Like, just, are you sure, Will? Yeah, and just let go of it. And I let the end drop and swing and then pick it up. Like, fuck, you're crazy. It's like, well, no, dude, I've got it. I have it. You know, it's like, I'm not going to let it go.
Work smart.
Right? But that's why you need to wear a fucking hard hat and you need to look up. Right? And that's the hardest part of being a ground guy is fucking, you're like this all day and your neck's like fucking this. And if somebody, well, it sucks because if you got a guy like Will up there who fucking leaks like a motherfucker and sweats like crazy and you're sitting there standing like this with your mouth open, that's your fucking fault. You know? It's like, I'm fucking working. I'm like, sorry, Carl, because he's standing below and he's like, that's okay. You know, and it's like just so hot in there, dude. They'll send up a half-liter water bottle and I open it up, I tilt my head back so that like air comes out and I just pour it down. And like you don't even feel it. It's like it disappears like right around here. And it's like, what happened? It's gone. Back to work. So. Yeah, right. But if you have like, I find if I have more than 2, I'll cramp up or something weird will start happening because you're just taking a lot of water in at once isn't really good for you. Especially you gotta like ease it in kind of thing. Or
just have your own water bottle up there.
Well, I do, but like I don't have one, and I carry enough shit. I just rather send the bag down and throw a plastic bottle in there, and then when it's done, you just suck all the air out of it and throw it away. Like that's not gonna hurt anybody if it falls on someone. If someone bitches at you because your plastic bottle landed on them. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, can you even pick anything up off the ground? You know, fuck you. No, man, everybody there was super cool. Janelle's reading the plan and fucking like making sure we're putting all the right parts in. And I'm going, these parts are fucked because this doesn't work like this. This isn't code. And sometimes I was pretty shitty about it. I was like, Janelle, like this can't be fucking right, man. Like this is not a legal ladder. And then I'd come down and look at it and go, okay, I'm sorry. I know we're following these directions, but this just seems so redundant. Okay, they designed this. Well, I'll tell you what happened. An engineer put the dimensions in a CAD program and the computer came up with a fucking thing. Okay.
So you have to chisel some out of the walls or something?
No, they're already there. We're using the pre-existing ones that came with the old scaffold. The old scaffold that was there had tie-ins. There's metal brackets that stick directly out of the wall that's mounted in the concrete. That's what we're tying into. The problem is the old scaffold had structural node points at different heights than this scaffold does. The old scaffold called for 5 tie-in points along the vertical. This one only needed 4. So they only sent us enough tie-in to do the tie-in points for 4 levels. So we're at the top, not quite the top lift, the second from the top lift, and there's one more row of tie-ins, but we don't have the tube to do it. Well, we do though, because the lengths that we cut for the other tie-ins, they gave us 10-foot tubes for each tie-in, and most of the tie-ins were under 5 feet. So we'll be able to get 2 from a tube. The problem is it was only crimped on one end, so we got to go get some bigger bolts to make it work, and we can get them all done tomorrow. But I won't build higher than we can tie in because, we build one deck higher than we can tie in, and after that I won't do it because it gets too swayy. It's only 2 feet wide. If it was a 7-foot bay or a 10-foot bay, oh yeah, I'll build 2 or 3 deck levels and then go down and tie it in if you want. But this is 2 motherfucking feet wide.
That's
It's sketchy. But hey, man, you know what? I've never in my life built such a true plumb perfect scaffold without having to struggle. Like these things, because it's all prefabbed and engineered, and if you make sure you're putting the right pieces in and make sure you do the first row properly, fuck man, all the plumb, it's been plumb all the way up. There's only been 2 tie-in points where I had to get big board to push against the wall, so push the scaffold out from the wall, I tighten it in and to plumb it up. 2 points. Usually you got to do that on every fucking point. So this has been a pretty cool, pretty awesome build. And the really cool thing about all of it is that the 2 scaffolds that they got built for the lifts on the side were put up by the people I used to work for. Yeah. My old boss was in there the other day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, Bob? Are you like stalking me or some shit coming on my fucking work sites? And he's like, oh, we're trying to get you back to work. Yeah. I was like, well, didn't they tell you, Bob, I can't scaffold for the union anymore because I won't take the piss test shit. And he goes, for real? I'm like, yeah, man, it sucks. So sorry. You know, like, because
way to go with sticking to your guns.
Well, you know, but like the thing is,
fuck it's down.
Well, it's just that. I mean, I had a really good talk with the counselor, and when that counselor told me that they've been trying to convince the construction association for a decade now to switch, well, maybe not a decade, but since the legalization of marijuana, which is almost fucking 10 years ago, well, maybe not, it's been 4 or 5 years now, hasn't it? 5 at least.
8.
Almost 8. It's been a long time.
He fooled everyone with
right?
That.
So
this, you fools.
Yeah.
I'll get your votes.
This lady is like, we've been trying to get the swab. Right?
That's reasonable.
Construction Association won't budge. They will not budge. And when she told me that, I looked her square in the camera, right? Because it was a Zoom meeting. I had it because it was during food, right? I said, look, lady, my habit does not encroach on my ability to work, or my ability to get to work, or my ability to do my job properly or safe, you know? I will not be able to adhere to these things. And, you know, she was just like, I don't blame you. You know, I don't blame you for not wanting to do this. And I wish there was something we could do for you. Even dudes with a medical fucking exemption still can't get onto non-piss test sites. They have to wait until they can go to a site that doesn't require a piss test. Yeah. Even with an exemption, they can get run off site. Yeah, so I said, fuck that. And so I'm just, I was asking, fuck, Bobby, where's Blue, eh? Where the fuck is he? How come he's not on this job? He's like, oh, well, because I sent him somewhere else. He's all pouty. He wanted to come here. Because there was 2 commercial jobs or something. And I don't know if he knew I was here or not like that, but I think he'll probably come for the teardown. And I'll be like, this thing we built was huge, eh? And I'll be like, okay. It's cool because it's all around, but not all of it is rosettes. A lot of it you have to do tube and clamp work with because they don't have the rosettes there. You got to put it on, and I can assure you that if I hadn't been there to start it, it would have gone up and it would have been all like just people just hammer it into place, you know, all willy nilly or whatever. But it fucking looks good, and the IMAX guys, the IMAX guys haven't had to tell us to undo one thing. I had to move a ladder. I had to move a ladder from one end of the bay to the other end of the bay. I was told to put it up on the wrong side. So I don't look at the drawing anymore. I don't look at it because I don't want to argue with people. It's like, there's a better way to do that. And it's like, just kind of leave it alone because we don't have the gear for it, right? Yeah. So just keep your mouth shut, Will. Just show people how to put it up easily. Show them the tricks to get it up easy. That's all I can do to make this go quicker. And fucking, it's fun. It's a good gig. I don't mind it. it's gonna fucking be pretty cool in there when it's all done. I can't wait to see a movie in that place.
Yeah, man. We gotta get some free tickets, man.
Yeah. I hope I can get like like a like a pass of some sort. I don't need like a lifetime pass or anything. Like I'm being paid well to do this work, right? But I mean, you know, if we do exceptionally well, like a voucher for a couple free movies would be cool, and I'd hang on to them until they fucking aired Star Wars 4, 5, and 6 in there. I'd go see those motherfuckers. That's what I want to see in there.
I don't know. It's
No, but I'm only talking the first 3 movies, 4, 5, and 6. So that's it. That's Star Wars for me. Everything else is like, it'd be like, I don't know. It's garbage, so I don't want to call it Star Wars. But it's kind of like, you know, when something it just gets beat to death, they can't let it die because too many people for some reason still fucking love it. Like it's like I don't know. I don't understand how people still enjoy Star Wars. Like it's so fucking dumb now. Ugh. Ugh. I just want to barf. And I'll get Corey on here. Fucking Mandalorian's good. It's like, well, maybe it is, but they lost me fucking years ago, you know. And I'm not willing to. I'm stubborn as fuck. I'm not gonna. You don't get another chance. Sorry, you fucking shit all over it, dude. You know, like if My Name Is Earl came back on TV because they got a second chance to finish the series, I'd be into that. They were cut off. That
was a funny show.
Yeah, they'll never come back now because people would fucking bitch about it. It'd get canceled and like, fuck. I'm surprised there. This world's gone to hell, man. Fucking everybody's just soft as fuck, and it just sucks. It really does. It
But
really
we're alive.
does. Hey, yeah, we're alive. I'm not saying I'm not soft either, man. I'm soft, fucking some places, but I mean, like,
shit,
fucking totally, man. I don't need to fucking hear about it all the time.
You think he is.
Anything after Jabba sucks. Yeah, pretty much, man. That fucking Return of the Jedi. I mean, even the first 3, I'm not even really that into. You know, like I could do without ever seeing them again. I haven't even seen the 3rd one. You know, and that's a fucking powerful statement for me because when I saw Star Wars: A New Hope, like I was a kid, man. Like these came out in the 70s, so the first time I saw them was like they'd already been out.
Yeah.
I didn't see them in the theater, right? But I was like, these are amazing shows, and like I had no idea. Like nobody told me. Because my mom and my dad fucking grew up on the side of a mountain. They don't fucking know nothing about American popular culture, right? So I'm trying to find out where the fuck Star Wars 1, 2, and 3 are. Because A New Hope was 4, 5, and 6. And I'm this little kid. I'm going into fucking movie stores. I'm like, I need Star Wars 1, 2, and 3. He's like, well, what are you talking about? There are only 3 Star Wars movies. I'm like, no, this is episode 4. Where's episode 1, 2, and 3? Like, you know, and like, well, they haven't been made yet. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, like, it's just like, as a kid, I didn't get that. I didn't get it, right? And so I watched these movies with this big black fucking evil motherfucker, Darth Vader, one of the coolest fucking bad guys ever. Ever. A great story. Like a great fucking story. It's like modern day Shakespeare shit with fucking spaceships and lasers and magic and fucking worm, big fat fucking slug motherfucker, whatever. And so once I realized that these episodes hadn't been made, as I grew older, I was like, fuck, I can't wait to see what happens to make Darth Vader Darth Vader. Because they're obviously going to have to discuss that in the first 3 episodes, right? So, fucking 1990, whatever the fuck it was, Phantom Menace comes out. Will fucking get tickets. I'm going. I love Star Wars. I went to see Phantom Menace in the theater. No, it was terrible. Like, I mean, the pod race was cool. That was cool. But I'm like, fucking Jar Jar Binks and all these fucking stupid characters, and just like, oh my god, what's happening to my Star Wars? Okay, whatever.
I like Star Trek better.
I got out of the theater. My car had been broken into. My stereo was gone. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna watch the next Star Wars when it comes out. I'll go to Acme. There's still, or Blockbuster. It was still around then, and I'll rent it. So that's what I did. I rented the second one, and I fell asleep during it. So I haven't even seen episode 3. Haven't seen it. It just okay. Oh, just terrible. So now when all these fucking things that I've enjoyed as an adult start turning to shit or start telling me what my politics are supposed to be, it doesn't bother me as much because I've already had the Transformers ruined by Michael Bay. I had fucking Star Wars ruined by George Lucas and Disney. You know, like the only thing cool from my childhood that hasn't been stepped all over yet, and it's probably coming because I'm talking about it right now, is Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal. Probably the most symbolic, fucking representative movie of what the fuck's going on Earth right now of all time. Oh, dude, it's awesome. It's deadly. It's cool. And it's Jim Henson, so it's all Muppets, right? But it's beautiful. And it's just a great story. And these Skeksis, they're the Mystics and the Skeksis. That's why I wonder, why the fuck call your band the Mystics? You ever see The Dark Crystal? You don't know who the Mystics are? They're the good guys, right? And the Skeksis are their...
I wonder if Jimmy knows that.
I think he may. I don't know if I had that discussion with him or not, but I don't think Ross has seen the movie. I know you haven't seen the movie.
No.
I don't know if Ron's seen the movie. So that just leaves... Well, Jimmy's a little younger than you guys, isn't he?
Yeah.
He like closer to my age? Or what's he, like 45?
Something like that.
Yeah. So he would have seen it growing up. Because that movie came out when I was in like grade school.
Yeah.
So he probably knows who the Mystics are. But they're like they're like 6-armed motherfuckers, and they're the peaceful planet inhabitants, right? And then the other ones are the polar opposites. And these Skeksis have the dark crystal, and every year when the sun lines up, it beams in through their castle, and they stand in front of it, and it fucking rejuvenates them, right? And they live forever, and fucking it just poison the land, and it's a great show, dude. It's awesome. Anyways, I don't know what we were going on about. This juice is starting to fucking...
Yeah, man, I drank my whole cup.
Already? Holy shit, I better catch up. Pour yourself another one, dude. I'll put 3 skulls of tequila in there and fucking top it up with juice. I should have known. That should do her. Burning couches, mother, anything after Travis sex. Fucking yeah. So I'm gonna find out about oh, don't know. Train of thoughts like all whack now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try putting that torque converter on the drift trike. See if that fixes my clutch problem. I'm still having it. Pickles, what are you doing? Like even with this other clutch, I put the motherfucker on, and sometimes just when I'm coming down, slowing down or whatever, it'll engage again, right? And just like fuck you. I know how to get it to loosen up, but maybe it's just the... I know that the torque converter isn't doing that. I just throw it on there and fucking just put it on high torque, low speed. Those wheels will spin, no problem. But I mean, at the same time, the belt spins too, so you might be able to. I just want to see how it handles. If it totally fucking destroys the handling, because I'm starting to get really good at driving it, like around big long corners, like on the bike path, like 20-30 second drifts, like like right around the whole corner. It's like yeah. Hey, like I gotta try them when there's no fucking like ponds around. Because like a lot of the really nice corners are near the lake, and some of them are you don't see them, eh? Like I was coming home and I'm just cooking along. You go along Courtney, and there's this one hidden turn that if you don't hit the brakes, you're gonna fly into the fucking ravine, eh? And like holy shit, man! I skated off the track a couple times. I scared myself a couple times going out there. It's like okay, chill out, Bill. This isn't a fucking race. But then 20 seconds later, yeah, it is. It's like, I gotta beat my time home. Come on, Pickle. Hey, come on. What you've been doing all day? Fighting with Rosie?
Take a fucking camera.
Put it on there. Yeah, well, I might do it tomorrow. Because tomorrow I got the day off. And now I know I can get all the way to my mom's house on the bike path. It was right in front of her place.
During the day.
Yeah. I like to go, like, can't go in the morning because that's when all the fucking fanatics are out on their bikes being healthy and shit. So you gotta wait. So I'm thinking going about 10 in the morning would be a good time, or 5 in the afternoon-ish when everyone's having dinner. Because when I went to go see Dan the other day, I met 2 people coming the other way on bikes. That was it. And if I'm courteous and conservative, I can maintain my part. I slow right down. Like I slow right the fuck down, and I let them go by. And if there's a bridge coming, because when I go on the bridge, I occupy the bridge. So I wait. If I see someone coming, I sit there and I wait. And fucking right, I'm not being an asshole about it because I'm not supposed to be on here, right? I'm encroaching on the bike path. But catch me, come get me, fuck. So I went to Dan's place and back. It probably cost me $2 in gas.
They do have bike cops on there.
Yeah, come catch me. You'll never catch me on a bicycle on that thing. And even if you could keep up, you'd never be able to keep up for 40 minutes. I'll just keep driving till you tuck her out, and then I'll drive some more because I've realized that thing will run for up to 4 hours on a tank of gas. Right? That's what I think they say it'll run 6 hours on a tank of gas, but the way I drive, probably 4, and it costs like about $3-4 to fucking fill. It's hilarious. Every time I've pulled up to the Shell station on Sherwood. That's where I fill up twice now. The second time I pulled up there, I filled it up. It was $1.65, and then I fucking started and I hopped on it. I fucking did a fucking 180 in the parking lot, and I drove the other way. And the cashier guy was sitting there having a smoke, and he's like, he watched me drive away, right? And I went to Dad's place. I drove in front of Corey Statutory's house because after I got off at the airport, I went down 13th Avenue. Like I crossed the Louvan and went down 13th on the sidewalk, eh? And you know where the 7-Eleven is at that 4-way stop?
Yeah.
Okay, the stop sign on the right-hand side of the road heading east is way further in than normal ones are, and I couldn't get through. The first time I drove up to it, and I was like, "Oh no!" And like I couldn't. It wasn't wide enough for the trike. I'm like, "Fuck! I'm 85% of the way there, and now I have to turn around and go back, or cross the street and try to go down the other side." I said, "Fuck that!" I went again, and I lined it up so that my wheel was like perfectly straight with the wall, like rubbing right against it. And I squeezed by, and then I went down 14th and I burned in front of Corey's house a little bit, and then fucking went to go see Dad. Took the same route back. I texted Corey. I was like, "Hey, fuck, did you hear me?" He's like, "It sounded like somebody was driving a chainsaw." And I was like, "Yeah, that's probably me." It's fucking hilarious. But man, is that ever fun to drive out there? Especially like, not so much. I don't like driving it on the street because it's sketchy and I'm really low to the ground. And if someone isn't watching, they'll drive right the fuck over me.
Yeah.
No problem, right? I'm this high off the ground when I'm driving that thing. But on the fucking bike path, dude, fuck, is it fun, man? Like it's fucking fun. Like these turns are that it's like somebody thought, man, it'd be really cool to take a drift track down there someday. Because it's perfect in some places. Just perfect. It's like, fuck. and most pedestrians are just like, you know, you can tell they just want to hop on, eh? That's fucking cool, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun driving that thing. I would have to, but yeah, the next time I take it out on the bike path, I'm gonna take this cunt to the peg again, so you see the front wheel or whatever, and just tape the whole trip, see what happens, and then fucking I'll show it on here. Fucking hopefully it doesn't go into the lake or something.
Bike path's pretty deadly, actually. They built it, but you can get all the way around the whole.
Oh, most of the city, yeah. I think if I keep following it, I can get out to the east end. It'll probably take me an hour and a half to do it because it's not straight, right? Like I that thing does 15 mile an hour. You know, like it shouldn't take me 45 minutes to get downtown. But it's a windy, like I start here at Sherwood, and I gotta go all the way back out to Courtney because that's how the bike path takes you out there. And then you come back in along that golf course,
Yeah,
and then in through the RCMP barrier,
yeah.
and then along the airport there, you cross 13th. Like instead of crossing 13th, I came down 13th. Next time I'm crossing 13th, I'm going under the bridge. I'm gonna go fucking through Wascana Park.
Yeah.
That's the loop I'm gonna make. I'm gonna go under the bridge. I know. So that's why I'm gonna burn around there and go back. Because if I go through Wascana Park and then I go past Wascana Park, they'll be waiting for me when I come back to Wascana Park.
Yeah.
But if I go right around Wascana Park and just get the fuck out of there, right? What are you gonna do? Some guy, some middle-aged man, I guess, on what appears to be, you know, those big wheels when you're a kid, and like he's driving one on the bike path. Like, what the fuck are you gonna tell them? Some goofy-looking middle-aged, really? Some old man on a bike? Like, come on. Okay, this is the third call we've gotten about this. Maybe we should get. I'm long fucking gone by that point. You know, this is like, oh, I thought about that, and it's just nobody was even like there was old people walking their dogs and stuff like that. They'd get off the bike path and calm their dogs down and shit. And like this one old lady, I thought for sure I was gonna get a crusty look, but I just keep a smile on because it's really hard not to smile when you're driving that thing. And fucking. She, I go by and she just kind of giggles and shit, but like fucking everybody loves this thing. I mean, who gives a fuck? It's not that obnoxiously loud. It's fucking terribly loud, but I mean, fucking.
What motorized vehicles are allowed on the bike path?
I have no
They
idea.
just legalized electric ones.
For the bike path?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if someone pulls me over, I'm just gonna play ignorant and go, "Well, I didn't know where I was allowed to drive. I'll take it home. I'll just drive it home right over there." Sorry, man, you won't catch me doing it again today.
It sounds like a blast, though, man.
Oh, fuck, it is, dude. And what I want to think I'm gonna start doing though, I'm gonna keep an eye out for like just a little trailer I can pull behind my car, so I can eliminate the illegal driving I do to get there. So if I park my car at an inlet and drive it from there and shit like that, like I'll just then if a police officer pulls me over, I'll say, "Well, look, sir, I brought this here because I thought I could drive it on here. I'm being courteous to the people on the road. I'm not on the street." And if you go to Sherwood and Macintosh, you'll see a red Dodge Magnum with the trailer park there. That's how I got this thing here onto this thing. I haven't, I'm trying to be all legal. Where the fuck am I supposed to drive this, officer? Well, you shouldn't be making shit like this. It's like, oh, well, would you like to take it for a spin, officer? It's fucking cop blue.
It's blue line blue.
Right? I tell you, man. Would you like another dope cone?
Oh no, I still got to swim in.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of happy I finally came down a bit.
It's good stuff, eh?
Yeah, I'll say.
Fuck, I like it. Dope cone. I thought I got some papers too, little son of a bitch. There they are. Yeah, you know. I found Fuego. I knew there'd be some in this mess somewhere.
Fuego.
Fuegos.
I like watch those videos all these different ways to fucking light a fire without.
Oh yeah? So how many ways do you know to light a fire now?
I don't know. You have to figure something out. You gotta see what you have on hand.
Have you ever started a fire rubbing sticks together?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think I can do it though.
Yeah? I'd have to try it sometime. I think I seen someone use like you take a piece of wood and like you take a piece of string and you wrap it around the wood about 4 or 5 times, and then you tie each end of the string to like another twig, and then as you pull the twig back and forth, it causes the stick to spin, and you fucking just, right, burn a hole through your hand.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, you use
another fucking piece of rock or something. The
rod's gotta be one kind of wood, and then you want hardwood for the fucking top and bottom.
Right.
And then, you need the right
kindling and shit.
Kindling is very important.
Yeah. It's all about the kindling.
Start a fire with
Dryerland.
Empty lighter. So it still has splints.
Right.
If I can make a pile of flint.
Flint, yeah.
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 If I can get the right kindling, you will start a flame.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I have probably.
Or the guy that fucking started a fire with a baggie full of water.
Oh, he used it to bend the light of sun. Yeah. Ah, there you go.
Yeah. See, we need plastic.
Sammy! How's it going, dude? Like we're just trying to, figure out how to light fires without matches. Adult stuff, right? Well, I better get back to what the fuck I was doing here.
Started fire, flashlight. But you have to destroy it.
Yeah, and you take it apart and you connect the
bulb. You can break the glass without breaking
the filament. Yeah,
and then you can put the right kindling
and cook it up. Yeah. Right. You ever fucking accidentally put like a 9-volt in your pocket and like it touches your keys and it gets all hot? Yeah. Okay, good, because I've done that too.
You can start a fire with 2 9-volts.
Right, just put them together and just leave it there. Yeah,
or just
click them together and put them in a pile of kindling, and it'll fucking. You won't want to cook on it after though.
I watched that movie. It was on Netflix, but I don't have it. Was it Third Survival 30 Days in Texas?
Oh yeah.
And they're eating. They had guns and shit though.
They had guns and shit though.
It wasn't true survival, really.
Right. Well, I mean, I suppose, yeah.
They had night vision and fucking true Texan, right? No problem. But they're eating like fucking raccoon. The rabbits.
You can light a fire with 2 pennies? I bet you can smash the oven for 2 pennies. Well, I guess if they were shiny pennies, you could probably get some fucking heat going with reflected light too, right?
Light a fire with 2 pennies. Explain.
Well, I think he's getting on it. Find a stone that is broken with a bit of glare on it. Put it under the sunlight. Aim towards whatever you're starting a fire, like a magnifying glass. Just in case you can't find two rocks, you can smash the other, or two pennies, or any coin. Start a fire with a coin. If it's shiny enough, maybe.
Yeah.
You gotta hold it there for a bit, but
You got the right reflection angle or whatever.
and kindling. It's all on the like. If you have dryer lint, it's gonna be a lot
Yeah,
easier to start your fire.
good. What's that? That really fine scrubbing pad.
Oh, Brillo, but no, the
Brillo.
SOS pads,
Yeah.
like scouring pads,
Yeah, those are really
like
fun.
steel wool.
Yeah, steel wool.
Yeah, the ones the soapy ones go up good too.
Do they?
I think so, but the steel wool burns pretty fucking crazy. It's a fuck. Yeah, reflection. Face them towards each other, but angle one of them off just a bit. Oh, right. So it's like one onto the other kind of thing. Because the first penny will reflect its light onto the second penny, but the second penny is also absorbing ambient light as well. So I guess it would double your penny power.
Yeah.
If you had like 3 pennies.
That's how I say the pyramids were built.
With pennies?
No, with magnification from the sun. And they melted
And
rock.
they cut rock with it?
They melted rock with it.
Yeah, because I've seen a guy do that with this big glass fucking thing.
Like, sure, there's a few that were probably dragged up there, but not all of them.
No, you think it's poured, eh?
Yeah.
Like concrete.
Yeah. And there's proof of that in, was it Peru, I think? South America somewhere.
Gee, what about that?
You know those rocks that you see in the old fights that they find?
Just out of place.
No, they're just like glued together. And that's what they were doing. They're melting rock.
Right.
There's an unfinished one at the end of it or something. This one shows showing. Like,
I wonder.
To be a
So
rock
I
that was all
wonder if
melted.
what they would do, like think about it, like.
And then everything on top of those, because those structures are around the world, and everything on top of it has been added to it.
Right.
In a lot of places, like around the world.
Have you heard about that place? It's like it's in a fucking mountain. Like they say they carved it out of the rock, and like it's an underground city, right? It built out of stone.
Yeah,
but
in India or something.
Yeah.
Or...
So you think maybe what they did was they hollowed the place out and then melted the rock that they took out of there and built the city with what left over? Because what they presume happened is that they carved it out of the rock.
They can't. Not with the tools that the traditional archaeologists are saying like that. Or this one, there was one in India, and it's a room you go inside, it's granite, it's all fucking granite.
Sorry.
And there's no way they could do
it. You just bring Merv with you, you can just use his glass to start a fire.
Yeah. You could?
Yeah, I bet it'd be the best thing.
Absolutely, man. Fucking these babies.
Yeah, we'll fucking start 2 fires.
Yeah.
Just point them into the pennies. Holy fuck! Yeah, that's awesome. Fucking right. That's good though. I'm surprised from a government shop.
I don't even need any more, man. Holy shit. So this much.
And we go.
It'll last me a week.
Well, we'll take it with you. We'll go see Ronnie tomorrow and finalize that set list. Hey.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ricky and fucking. Oh, that'd be good. I think in soundcheck's gonna be what we're gonna do. I think is just play on their gear. They're cool with it, so you can play through his bass amp. I'll play through their Marshall or whatever, and then because I have a a scene saved on the Allen Heap already. We'll just hook it up like that, do their sound check for them, and then we just use their scene, and I'll just get wired to fucking full faders, right? And then when they get on there, I won't have to do nothing, right? We'll just use their tones and their sounds.
Yeah,
and shit.
sure.
I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
I know Ron will be fine with that because the drums are going to sound good no matter what. It's you and I, right? But that guitar player, I can't use anyone else's tone but my own. You know, like I'll pull that card, right? I don't do that shit. So.
Oh, I'm good to play through whatever, man.
Right.
I sound the same through any rig, anyways.
Right. I think it's. I'm not gonna say tone is in the hands, but I'm gonna say it has a lot to do with it. I think
I'd say,
you know, because it's certainly not in the wood. It isn't. I've seen guys prove it with. They built this thing out of one piece of wood. They built it out of a different piece of wood, and then he took all the hardware and suspended it in air. Yeah, and it sounded just as good. Like there was no difference, right? It's like tone wood is bullshit. It's just a grip to make you spend thousands of dollars more on lumber. It's a total grip. But especially when you're buying.
That's a deadly like 1974 jazz custom fucking
sounds so good.
Fucking deadly.
Right? You know why? Because all of the air has fucking escaped out of it. Right? Like there's
like you buy a new one, the same model.
Well,
it's like,
but perhaps not. Okay, now the thing is, we're talking. There's a lot of differences here because the electronics that are in that 1970s guitar are different than the electronics that are in this 2018 guitar. I can assure you the magnets in the 70s guitar and the wire in the 70s guitar will last a lifetime. The magnets and the wire in this 2018 guitar will last 10 years. You need to buy a new pickup. Right? It's not the same shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's your tone lies in your hardware. It's like a super distortion. My super distortion pickup, I have 3 guitars with super distortions in them, I think. Or at least 2. And you know what? I should test them. One of them's a big motherfucking Explorer, and one of them is stripey, whitey, bluey there. Invaders in both of them, right? They should sound the same, according to this guy's video, right? The same hardware. Mind you, placement may matter. That matters.
Placement. But
that matters more than the wood, right? It has way more to do with placement and your electronics than anything else. I think you could build a guitar out of balsa wood and it will sound great if you put the right gear in it. I should build one out of 2x6. It's just a 2x6 with shit in it. But a really nice neck. Like get a nice neck off somewhere and then just put a plank on it.
But
get the fucking rotten old chunk of driftwood or something. Just trash. Or like an oil can or something.
Or how about just a metal outline?
Yeah, just a rod of rebar.
Like that's shaped like a fucking Les Paul or something.
Or the finger. You got the neck that goes like this, and then you make the body like, I want to play the finger guitar. That'd be awesome. And then I'd get Brad Evanochko to play it, because when he plays the guitar, he holds this and he does this. It gives you the fucking finger. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know, maybe if he still does it. But like when I watch him play at JD's, like I'd be like, "Fuck, dude, you giving everybody the finger?" Really? I'm like, "Yeah, it dangles because that's how he gets his weight or whatever. I don't know, but it's fucking hilarious, man." I guess I could check that fucking. Let's see. I got that footage on my Facebook. find out right the fuck now. You can tell he can sell from a mile away. Let's see if we can find it here. Me. Go to there. Because that guy tagged me in it. So. How long ago was that gig at fucking Taylor Field there? That rally thing? Do you remember? Ah. Okay. Getting there. Must be getting there. I don't know if I added it to my profile. Here we go. Okay. Now let's embiggen this. Oh, see? Okay, hang on, I get it. Gotta get going. Come on. I'll pause it. Show everybody. I think he sticks all his fingers out now. Maybe he fucking changed it because I fucked him about it. But oh, huh? I'll fast forward a bit here. Maybe it's only when he gets comfy. Well, somebody told him, man. Must have been. Come on, Brad. See, he used to tuck these other two fingers in. See how that was sticking out? He used to tuck his other two fingers in and play like this. It's fucking hilarious. I missed that. Bummer. Oh, that sucks. Well, I gotta find some old footage, Brad, I guess. Someone made a guitar out of a shovel. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to start doing gameplay videos on YouTube. What do you guys think about that? On the classic Nintendo, but I'm pointing at the camera TV and I kind of figure out it doesn't look great, but it gets the job done. Well, fucking hey. Hey, you know, if you want to change up your Nintendo shit a little bit, I have an emulator for you that fucking kicks ass. But I guess you need a computer to run it, which you don't have, so forget it. But this emulator I have allows you to play Nintendo titles in 3D. It's fucking pretty cool. Did I ever show you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. So it's called 3D SEN. Like NES backwards, 3D Sen. And fucking there's just a generic one that you can put on every title that just allows you to spin it around. It's not true 3D, but you can give it depth and stuff like that. But there are certain titles that people have actually gone in and put the proper coding in to give it depth. Castlevania, Super Mario Brothers, one of the Ninja Gaidens, fucking there's probably 30 or 40 of them. It takes a while to do it, right? And no one's getting paid for their time, so it's it's totally a fucking community thing, right? But they give you you have access to the editor, so you can do your own if you want to. You can call up your favorite NES title and try to make a 3D out of it. I'd do the Guardian Legend if I was going to do one, but fucking that would take time because it has two different modes and and they already tried to make it look 3D when they drew it and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot of work for nothing. But I mean, it'd be cool, but not for that much work.
Yeah, let's go play a guitar and learn some shit.
Yeah. Why?
Because I want to.
Good.
Play something different.
Fucking right. Yeah, some different shit, you mean?
Yeah, the Mystics want to add some.
Right on. Here, I'll show you what they look
Whenever
like.
I play with them, I can steal. That's one to switch over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Mystics were pronounced Mystics. So if Jimmy knew about it, that would explain the play on words with putting the sticks, the band sticks, instead of mystics.
Yeah.
But these are the Mystics.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Got a plan for next Halloween.
right. Okay, and
We'll
these
dress up like that.
And I'll show you. The Skeksis are the evil ones, and they're similar in their face,
Yeah.
but they're just darker versions of the same thing, right? So it's cool. Like it's really neat. It's a really cool story because it shows a lot about how evil can't exist without good and all that shit. Fucking there's a ruling class of these motherfuckers that have everyone else underneath and blah blah
Well,
blah
it's
blah.
like
blah.
nature. There's
And
so many levels of evil in nature.
Right, but in this movie, even within the evil itself, there's betrayal, right? Like one of the evil Skeksis gets banished from the tower because of an insurrection or whatever, and he commits treason against the leader to try to regain power by allowing the chosen one into the temple, the chosen one that's going to eradicate. Like it's fun. It's all about a balance of power and shit. But it's Jim Henson, right?
Yeah.
So it's fucking awesome, and like it's
Yeah, he was a genius.
he was, and this was a show that was aimed at kids. These motherfuckers frightened me as a child. Like they're horrible looking creatures, right? But like I love the movie, right? It's just fucking deadly. Jim Henson is awesome. And like there's a part like right here. Um there's one of the like there's a professor fucking motherfucker and they capture these little motherfucking like plebs and they suck the fucking life out of them. And like the scene where they're draining this thing's up and you see the thing's face just collapses in as it's getting old and shit. And it's like, yeah, right on, Jim. Like just like fuck yeah. Like great cinematography for the year it came out in. I don't even know. 1982. Okay, so like great special effects for 1982.
Yeah.
Like around the time when everyone was trying all the kind of craziest shit
Yeah.
they could, like stop motion was just a new thing, right? So, and it's Jim Henson. If you ever want to if you ever have nothing to do one night and you're fucked up and you got like maybe a handful of mushrooms or something, watch The Dark Crystal. And like, I don't know, you'll be like, fuck, Will, why'd you make me watch that? I wasted 2 hours of life. I'm like, no, it's fucking.
I will watch it.
She's a red shithouse moon tonight. Is it full, Greg? Is it full moon tonight?
I don't know.
All the fucking Looney Tunes are out.
Well,
Yeah.
they arrested people for arson for some of those fires.
Let's see if we can find out anything about that. What's that? Alberta fires arson? Alberta. Alberta. What the fuck's wrong with you? Alberta fire arson. Did you hear that they're fuck is it? Who else? Someone said we own the science again just recently.
We own the science.
Yes.
Who owns the science?
About climate change and that they're making it so that if you Google anything about it, only certain stuff comes up.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I saw it on Jimmy Dore, but it's like she said,
yeah,
we own the science on this, so fucking that's just the way it is. Like I'm sorry, you own?
Excuse me?
No, but that's exactly what it is, right? Science doesn't happen without funding and grants.
Yeah.
So whoever funds the science is the one who determines its outcome.
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
In archaeology too.
Yeah. We were lied to about a lot of things. And I'm not saying I know what the answer is either. I'm just telling you you're being lied to. Don't listen to me though. Just know that you're being lied to. You know, everybody fucking, you're being lied to. But this shit, horrible shit that's going on in Alberta right now, like that's crazy, man. And to think someone started that on purpose.
Just car, for instance. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I guess if you're an agent for
there's all kinds of sketchy shit goes on like crazy nowadays, man. It's just fucked. You know, trying to scare, change the narrative, everything. Well, fucking funded by the fucking Nazis.
I just think it's state of emergency. Arson suspected in multiple Alberta fires. Oh, it's got a big X through it. Why is that? Alberta's declared state of emergency on presidential law. Skeptics wonder if not many were intentionally set by eco-terrorists pushing climate hysteria. You see, if that was the case, if some motherfucker lit a fire to claim that this happened because temperatures are rising on their own and it was a spontaneous thing and this was a result of all that, holy fuck. Like prison, like fuck, man, that's too fucking good a punishment for somebody like that. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That is fucked. And even if it's somebody who fucking just started the fire on purpose because they wanted to fucking see the world burn or something like that, they're just as fucking shitty. And that's too fucking kind of fucking punishment for them too, man. I'm sorry, but that's, you don't fucking start fires.
Castrated and made to eat their own balls.
Like they do in the South. Man arrested for arson. No. Devastating Alberta wildfire, probably. What's this? The Guardian. Is that a fucking reputable fucking son of a bitch? Devastating Alberta wildfire, probably started by human activity. Well, of course.
Activity.
Right? But they won't, yeah.
They didn't say intentionally.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Fort McMurray's been evacuated.
Again?
Well, what year is this? Oh, this article is more than 6 years old. Yeah. Why the fuck is that? I want shit to
burn stuff.
Oh, fucking. Here we go. Man charged with 10 arson in fires in northern Alberta, May 4th, 2023.
Yeah.
An Alberta man has been charged in connection with a string of suspicious fires, including one that destroyed a church in late April. You know, I'm talking about these crazy forest fires, though. That's not this. This is something unreal. This is something. Here we go. Charges laid in series of intentionally set Alberta wildfires. Here we go. Cold Lake RCMP, the RCMP Serious Crimes Branch, the Forestry Crimes Unit, fuck you, FCU. Let's throw that up here. And investigators from Alberta Forestry and Parks and Tourism worked together to investigate a series of intentionally set wildfires that occurred between August and September of 2022. Okay, well, no, I'm talking about right the fuck now. Here we go. An investigation began back in August 2022 into several wildfires in the Hilda Lake, Cold Lake Provincial Park, Admore, and Cherry Grove areas. Officials determined the fires were suspicious and that they had been intentionally set. There were fires at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Canada Post Office. Right on! Sorry. in Cherry Grove on April 20th, 2023. So I'm kind of on the fence with this guy. The church was destroyed and the post office was heavily damaged. Investigation revealed these fires were arson. Then there were several vehicle and structural fires in the hamlet of Cherry Grove on April 30th, including 2 homes. They were all determined to be arson, RCMP said. Later that day, Cold Lake RCMP arrested 29-year-old John Cook, a resident of Cherry Grove, in connection with the fires. Okay, no, but this is not the current wildfires that are going on.
Well, that it all started from that motherfucker. They just can't put them out.
But they haven't been burning all winter.
No, they've been burning
since this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy hasn't started any wildfires this year.
The one I seen in May of this year.
Was it at Cold Lake? Or is it somewhere? Cherry Grove, man. String of arsons. It's the same thing.
It was May that they
6 days ago? Here we go. This is a different one. Because the last article I was reading came out at the start of the month. This one just came out a couple days ago. Grand Prairie RCMP arson investigation. 1 suspect arrested. Police asked for public assistance in identifying others. May 15th. Grand Prairie grass fire. Police have arrested 1 suspect related to the grass fire. Having declared a state of emergency in the province on May 6th in response to a high number of forest fires and multiple evacuations across the province, Premier Danielle Smith was in the area to tour Grand Prairie, Wapiti Dune West fire less than a week after the fires. To date, 519,000 hectares of land have been burned during Alberta's 2023 season. That's a lot of guitars and paper we could have made.
No, it's all grasslands mostly.
Is it? Oh, well, fuck. Whatever. I mean, but there's like lots of property that's fucking burned up.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
one documentary, Ancient America. You know, like 2,000 years ago.
Like when it was just like the Incas and shit like that, and the Indians and stuff.
Up more north and older.
Okay.
Right, and they used to fucking like totally burn the whole. They'd light the countryside on fire.
Sorry, dude.
To trap animals or
and move them.
Yeah.
Right. There's no
water planes back then. It's interesting. Yeah, it just shows more how every society that we've known that's to live on the planet Earth has abused their resources to live, right?
Absolutely.
That's just what we do, right? That's how we adapt, how we live.
It's yeah.
It doesn't matter what the society.
Yeah, right. Fucking good shit.
And then they all turn gay
and
die.
Like the fucking Universe 23 or whatever that fucking was. Oh my gosh. Let's release some music tonight.
Hey, there's a good idea.
Should we release JD2 or Little Things? Because we're okay with those ones, hey?
Yeah.
Or should we release This by Killy? Or we're not quite finished with that one, are we? Or were we good with that one?
This might kill you.
No, yeah. We're not done with that one yet, I don't think. I think we still want...
JD2 sure sounds good.
Yeah. At Ron's place, it sounded deadly.
Yeah, release that one.
Okay, let's do that. We'll release that.
Cool.
That are up.
Well, that's 5 songs now.
Can't
Burn the Couch on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Upload music. Bam. Do it. Fucking play-by-play here, folks.
What's this platform again?
Distro Kid. Distro Kid. That's what we're looking at here. Distro Kid. Let's do it this way. Come here. That's right. Okay. And we're going to release it Spotify, TikTok, Pandora, Clara, KKBox, Jukes, Flow, MediaNet, Quack, Eddie, Spawn, Deezer, YouTube, Apple, iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, Google, Tencent, Snapchat, Adapter, Quad, one, blah, blah, blah. One song.
Why don't they just give you a button? Just go throw that in the old suggestion box.
There was only one I had to click to add, so I'm gonna mix another fucking another thingamadingy here. I like 3 skulls of fucking 3 skulls of raisins in the package of Kellogg's raisins.
I bought cereal today. Fucking been eating all day.
I love cereal.
Shreddies. Ugh. With banana. Oh, Cheerios. Just regular Cheerios.
I used to do that all the time. As get that my old man. Something always fucking good. Blame us banana. 4 or 5 slices on top. It didn't matter what the fuck you were eating.
Yeah.
Like a banana on
It
top.
made it awesome.
Oh, fucking right. Fuck's sakes.
I love Shreddies.
I just love the name, man. Where you going? I'm going for some Shreddies, man. You got some Shreddies, dude? Shreddies. Shreddies? Like what the fuck's a Shreddy? You know, like
Shredded wheat.
yeah, shredded wheat. Shreddies.
A little bit of sugar.
Right. Has this single been previous released? No.
It's more of a. It's got lower sugar than other cereals.
Oh.
And same with Cheerios too.
You know what? I'm gonna release it on May 31st because that's Jade's birthday. Okay.
Perfect.
So
That's when my car goes in.
So we're gonna release this one May 31st. So we'll release the other piano one tonight, so that it's out then, right? Or no, well this will be set. So the cool thing is, if we do this, all the digital distributors will have the music before they're allowed to release it. Whereas the way we've been doing it lately is we've been releasing it and promoting it, but none of the distributors have it yet, so you can't listen to it. This way, we can. It won't release until the 31st kind of thing, right? So release time, Spotify only, 12 a.m. Sure. May 31st in the listener's time zone. Yeah. Pre-order. Yes, let people pre-order it. Fuck, sure. Like, I don't give a fuck. Record label, Burning Couch, language, select a genre. Well, this would be, I guess, alternative, this one, because it's kind of fucking DVD, right? You know? It's not rock and roll. What would you call it?
You could pick more than one, or no?
Alternative pop, eh? Kinda?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's happy. It's not a rock and roll song. I mean, it's got some fucking wicked guitar.
Think of all the platforms that would be acceptable on.
I think it'd be acceptable on quite a few.
So throw like folk in, throw like.
I can only pick 2.
Oh.
So what 2 should I pick?
Yeah.
There's pop.
So what are the options?
Okay, well, let's our primary genre. Should be what? Afrobeat, Afro pop, alternative. I'm just gonna mention the ones that probably fall into. Country, no. Dance, no. Fitness and workout, no. Folk, French pop, German folk, German pop. Like, what the fuck? Holiday, J-pop, K-pop. The fuck?
Yeah.
Metal, new age pop. Okay, so pop. No, alternative. Pop. It's alternative. Like, it's because it's not fucking rock. I'm gonna say alternative for the primary genre, and the secondary genre will be fucking rock. Because it gives her, right? There is, man. And it's got the typical rock changes.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, let's...
So what'd you pick? Pop, rock?
Alternative rock.
Alternative
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. See where are we going here? Oh, where do I put those fucking pictures all the time? I can never remember. Is it on the desktop? Yep. Where? Did that work? Your image dimensions are too big. Fuck you. I wonder if I can just change that in the hoop to do. Let's see if we can do that here. I open this. Let's go open with paint, and we're gonna change the image attributes. File, view. Fuck, how do I do this? I'm not familiar with this particular edition. Image properties. There we go. Pixels 75 by 75. We're gonna go 5,000 by 5,000. Let me change that, you sack of shit. Okay, there we go. 5,000 by 5,000. Ow! Do it. Okay, file, save. Oh, but it might change the color. Oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Well, I kind of do. Which I don't. All right. Select an image or upload. Let's try that.
Some kind of a tool.
No, that's not right. Damn it! No, I fucked it up. Okay.
A tool company or advertisement had that same claim.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a generic thing I pulled off the internet, so I don't.
But you put a couple white spots in here and there, and we changed it a bit.
Maybe.
We're good then.
I hope so. I don't want. No, it doesn't matter. If it's the same, it doesn't matter because it was public domain.
Yeah.
So if they come after me for using public domain, they can suck my public domain. You know, like go for it. It's just like oh no, I know exactly where I got that from, and you didn't create that. I didn't steal it from you. So like, way better. Fucking pricks. All right, what's this?
Wanking rock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's that category wasn't in there.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe there's an other that we can suggest that'd be fucking apt. Let's see, where am I going here? I want to go to here, and where's my fucking drive? It should be there. Is it? No. Wasn't it talking?
Yeah, it turned out really good.
Hey, JD do.
JD do.
Oh fuck yeah, I did. I'm really happy with it. Well, while that's trying to load, let's fire it up. Let's listen to it.
Yeah, then we'll want to change it. Oh my god!
No.
Just there from.
No, that's not. Yeah. Fuck it. That's right. You're right. You're absolutely
No, I'm
right.
kidding. I
Nope.
want to hear it.
No, too bad.
I'm not gonna.
You convinced me not to do it.
No,
Hang on, I just found the pictures. I think. Right here. There it is. Okay. Or is it? Yeah. Here we go. That's it. Ah. Bam. Your image is too small. Okay, that's not it. Uh-oh. It's Oh, here we go. There we go. Gotcha. Go for it, man. Fortunately, I'm so dehydrated, I probably won't piss till tomorrow. Original on transparent. Yes! That's the one I'm looking for. All right, let's take you back here. Boom, shakalaka. All right, that's looking better. Okay, rock alternative. Your art isn't square. Well, you're fucking square, man. You gotta fucking, can we pull these out? Your art isn't square. It's fucking fuck you by whatever. No way. Whatever, I don't care. They blur that shit out. Track title. Nah, JD. All right. Don't include blah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Add feed, no. Add, no. Upload your audio file. Certainly. Let's do that. Let's go to the desktop. And we take this one here, I think. Oh my goodness gracious, I don't know. I better render it again, just in case. Yeah! Oh, I gotta listen to it now, Marie, because I'm not sure which version it is.
Oh no.
No. I have two on here. I have this. I have 001 and 0. No, it is. It's totally 001. It's. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that sounds like it. That's got the Boston snare. Yeah. I love that slide, man. Yeah. I really like the bass tone on this one too, man. Hey. Yeah! Wait for it. Ow! Ladies and gentlemen, featuring the Reverend Mervyn James on the lead guitar. Coming up right here. Makes people want to play a guitar, man. Sadly, man. All about the gap. So there. I'm like, fucking try to play those songs. Like, how did I just fucking do that? That's a cool fill there. Digga, 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 digga. This is the one. Good. I don't know. That's a goddamn thing. Okay, that's the one.
Should we listen to the other one just in case?
Yeah. Okay. This. Well, it would have been.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Right. As 5
Well, one's just 001, so this might only. It might not be the whole song, or. Yeah, but this is the most recent one.
That's it?
Yeah. 001. This is the one. This is the one we played it wrong. Let me just double check. You know how I know? You know how I'm gonna know? We're gonna go to our Facebook conversation and find out, because it'll have a file name attached to it. It'll say which number it is, okay? And that's the one I grabbed. Fucking right. Boom! Oh my gosh. Mervin.
Down there. No.
Damn it. It doesn't say. But, okay, I'll tell you, it was on Tuesday, 7:48 p.m. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the timestamps on these files and find the one that was made on Tuesday, because that's when I would have sent it to you, right? So, original JD
has
Do.
to be the one.
Yes. JD Do 0
We're
normal.
excited, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Created May 10th. May 10th was a Wednesday. All right. JD Do 001 was created on May 16th, which was a Tuesday. So I'm going to send you. Of course you are. So we're gonna send 001, because it was created on a Tuesday, and that's the one. Do we want to turn the vocals up a little bit?
I don't know. Let's hear.
That's the first one we listened to. I'll call it up. I'll have to plug in the other hard drive to do it. I'll just listen to this one again. Hang on.
Like that other one, the whole thing, I thought that was way better.
We haven't got to the snare yet, but you're gonna hear the snare and go. Yeah, those were the old vocals before you asked for more presence on them, and then we put some more presence on them, right? Probably because we've been mixing for a while. I know we changed that a lot because we went in there and fucking did things.
So it would make it more a talk,
which is the second one, right? We're second guessing ourselves.
Yeah, just fucking release it.
I'm gonna release the one I sent to you, the one we played at Ron's, because it sounded great at Ron's. And Ron's playing through commercial stereo speaker shit with no weird stuff going on. These are the speakers that are going to be in most people, like not what he has, but these types of speakers, right? And it sounded great through his rig, and all the other music we sounded like. We listened to other bands on those speakers, and when we listened to JD do, it was just as loud. It fit in there, and there wasn't that cringe tone that we had in the other songs and shit, right? So like, that's the one.
Do it.
001. Going. That's the one they get, because if I send them, hang on, that's okay. Just to humor me, okay. I'm gonna fast forward to the drums. Got that?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna play this one. Which one?
It's the one.
You like this snare better?
Yeah.
Guess which number it is.
It's not the one. Two. The one.
It's the Tuesday one,
Is it?
and not the first one. It's the most recent one.
They're pretty close though.
No. I like this. I like the 0011. The first one we listened to tonight, the one I was gonna upload.
Yeah.
I'd still like that one.
Just listen to it. Upload. Wait.
Okay.
Just upload.
Bam!
Back.
Corey Statutory. He's
like,
like, I see 30 days coming. He posts.
Yeah, what the hell? What do you think?
I am my own meme. What the fuck? Didn't that crush your balls? Anyways, can't comment on that. All right, let's go over here. Okay. Select an audio file or drag and drop. We're gonna drag and drop. Kaboom!
Yeah, now I get it.
Explicit lyrics? Fuck no. Real names. Music and lyrics. You don't get that. All right. Okay.
This girl I know.
Add another songwriter.
Jenny do
Music. And that would be Murray. We'll just go J. Fucking Sokolowski. All right. Explicit lyrics. No. Is this a radio edit? No. This song is clean and always has been. Instrumental. This song contains lyrics. Preview clip start time. Should we let streaming services decide, or should we specify where the good part of the song is? I think we should specify it. I want it to be where the drums are.
If you let the AI look at it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Let's let the AI decide because they're taking over anyways.
Yeah.
Extras, discovery pack, sure. U10, sure. That's only $5. I'm down to spend $5. Yes, I created all the sounds myself. This single does not contain fucking anything else. I promise to not allow other artists to it. The single does not claim public domains. It does not contain sounds from video games. It does not contain audio from other people's YouTube. I'm the only person who will add this single because I fucking wrote it. And I have not used any other company to submit this single while I fucking got rid of it. YouTube is really serious about this stuff. Who wrote this music? I wrote all the music, single myself. Door Maximizer, goddamn, fuck you. Yeah, we're good. I selected YouTube Music as a store. I understand. I understand. Yeah. Boom!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Uploaded.
Release.
Name. What
Stay
day is it
tuned
today?
for more songs
in
the future.
It's the 22nd. Fuck, we could release Little Things tonight. This won't come out for another 10 days.
Yeah, do it, man.
Right? So we'll release Little Things tonight.
Yeah.
And then that'll be on Spotify in about 2 or 3 days. All right. Let's just have a quick listen to it. Things have changed for you and I. There are things we don't see eye to eye. Everything we try seems in vain. Replacing all the love with pain. Of every ways we went to love us now. The only or what?
I love how you're talking about my mom's cat. They got cats. It's all mine. The cat comes back up. And I like talking in a little bit.
You think there should be a fade at the end of this? Let her go. Yeah, I like how that ends, man. Send it! Your release date is cutting it close. We're sending the single to streaming services and telling them to make it live on May 31st, 2123. Because the release you specified is less than 4 weeks in the future, it's possible the single won't be live everywhere by your release date. Well, so far you've released it fucking 3 days after. So that's okay.
I was adding words to like make it count.
Did you know? No thanks. We made a pre-save page to help you get more listeners. Preview. Burning Couch available May 31st, 2023. Let's share that son of a bitch. Okay. Upload more music. Oh wait, I could have done that back here, I guess. Share on Facebook. There we go.
I'll go back to church if I get to say, instead of amen, I get to say, fuck yeah. That'd be too funny. I'd never do it.
All right.
That's the established.
No one can customize this. New page, manage pages, page. Okay. Upload more music. Let's upload more music. Let's upload more music. Let's upload more music. Hey, what does this? No, it hasn't. Do. Let's find release date today. Let's release it today. Setting your release date to at least 1 week in the future increases your chances of getting added to playlists. If it's important that your album goes live in all stores, and let's say, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna release these singles like they are right now. I'm only doing a fucking special thing for Jade's because I want it to come out on her birthday. But it's not like she hasn't heard it before, and that she's probably old now and she doesn't want to hear it. But when she's 30 or 40, she'll hear it again and go, "Aww." Yeah. But then she'll love it again when she gets older, right? Yeah. So whatever. Fuck it. It's just I don't know. I played for Jade was. I'm gonna say she was like 15 days old, and I played the chord progression. I was just fucking around, and she just started moving around in her crib and just like fucking like I don't know, humming along. And it's like, okay, well, whatever this is, I have to write music to this, and it took me forever to do it.
I think it turned out awesome.
I think it's fucking great. And yes, I know she's probably not gonna listen to it now that she's gonna be 13 and stuff, and it's gonna be a while, but maybe later on in life she'll look back and go fucking.
We'll have to make her like a dance mix.
Yeah, version, yeah. You know, I told her, like,
we'll K-pop it.
Right. Primer. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be alternative rock. Okay, for little things. Fuck alternative rock. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Select an image. Where the fuck did I put those? On the
basically
shithole.
A piano song with a drum solo behind it.
Right.
Which is cool.
I think it's pretty.
Works deadly. I like how the overtones of the drums mix
into all that stuff. Yeah, it works. It seems to work pretty good, man. Shit ain't square, but I don't care. Fuck you. Little things. No, I don't know. No, upload your audio file. Let's throw it in there. Do. Whack. Oops, I hit a fucking thingy. Oh, I'm uploading an MP3. Oh shit. Uh-oh. No, that's not good. I might have done that with JD too. I gotta fix that.
Damn it. Want an MP3.
Yeah. We want wave files, dude. Yeah. Abort. Okay.
Why wave over MP3 because they're more popular?
No, MP3s are compressed. Waves are uncompressed. So MP3s are garbage. They're junk. I have to render it as a wave file. I should do that sober. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. But I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad I caught that because I don't want to upload an MP3 because it's going to compress it. And so, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Fucking. Maybe that's why this one sounds different. No, it's an MP3 too. So, let's plug in this other hard drive. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. This one's called Fuck You. Stay tuned for Fuck Them, followed by Fuck It. Fuck Off. Fuck off. Fuck face. Fuck face. Fuck face. Yeah, man. Just a whole album of the same song and just you change the second word. And you have like a dance version, a salsa version, a fucking. Holy fuck, folks! I think that's what I think we should do that. Release 40 versions of the same song, but just change it, you know, a little bit, you know.
All we have to do. Do we get the guitar isolate the guitar only from that other?
And then just sample it. If I could find where it was. You know, like,
yeah.
was it not on the same bunch of recordings that we got the from, right? Wasn't that all part of the same thing? I don't even know which session to look at. I know I have it here somewhere, dude, but where? Good the fuck luck finding it, man. Like it's gonna be next to impossible.
Because then all we have to do is re-sing it.
With the same thing. Yeah, but you know what? I think it would be just cool to do new ones. Like it's okay. This song we're gonna do in the style of like David Bowie, and it's gonna be called "Fuck You," right? This one we're gonna do in the style of fucking Sepultura, and it's gonna be called "Fuck Off," right? But it's the same chord progressions. You just do it in different genres and change the word, man. Let's do a fucking Caribbean version. Let's do a reggae version. Do a fucking.
That'd probably be funny. Just have the same guitar.
Oh yeah,
like, it's totally monotonous.
I
right?
know, but that would get so.
It's the comedy of it.
Well, fuck, maybe three or
It.
four of them, but
And
not like
if
a
you
whole
want to
album of
expand
it.
on it after that, go ahead.
Okay.
Because the feel of that is so deadly.
Well, yeah, that's why it should only be that one. Fuck yeah, because it's fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, but we
fuck
can make
yeah!
a whole country album.
Yeah, but that one would be
with 30 songs on it. All with the same guitar. That's, fuck, Jesus Christ. On one.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. Come on.
But different genres is cool too. Yeah. For sure.
What's going on? Oh, that's See how different it sounds because it's not compressed by MP3. Like the vocals are. We good? Hey? Good. Yeah. Okay. Render. Render that shit. Okay, let's keep an eye on our fucking peak here. I think we're good though. I'd say that and then clips. Where the fuck is that happening? Son of a bitch. Where's that happening? Let's just take it down. Okay. And 0. There. Alright. +3 is beyond me. Try that again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we're okay. It looks like there's a little spike in there. I don't know how to fucking why that's there. But whatever, we're good now.
Some of the mixes I hear on the radio with these weird bands, it's like
just garbage, hey?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say garbage, but I don't listen to the radio much. But
yeah, but like supposed to be like a fucking
modern shit, and it's just trash.
Yeah. Like the, oh.
Really, eh? Well, hey, man. Let's fucking. It's just more room for us. Like, I don't know. I'm really happy with how we got JD do the sound, man. I think that's one of our best mixes ever, man. Dude, it's fucking pretty deadly. Everything's so clean and shit. All right, that's rendered.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you listen to these, make sure it's on a decent sound system that's really loud.
Right?
Right.
Crank it. There it is. That's the one. Let's go fucking sound. It's to the right place. Sorry, just okay.
Must be listened to at high volume.
Helps. It helps.
All of our songs, man.
Right?
50,000 watts of power loud.
50,000 unstoppable watts.
I see that song heavy metal.
Oh, yeah. Right?
One of the lines in there.
Right? Alternative rock bass. Rock. I'm now gonna plug in that other drive. Fuck's sakes! Fuck you. It goes.
Yes, that's what everyone wants these days, eh? Ah! That's absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. It absolutely is. So much
what
so
everybody wants. Yes, that's what everyone wants these days, eh? Ah!
Oh, that's too funny, man. I'll release little things tomorrow when I feel like it. And no, select audio file. Boom, shakalaka fade. Where we are, desktop, JD 001, where are you? JD 001, is this the WAV file? Please be the WAV file. It is. Okay. We select this one. It's a good WAV file. I know WAV files do pretty good. I selected it. Okay, JD, there we go. Apple and title. Yes, I have a version mixed with Atmos. No. Derp. Fuck you. Add another songwriter. Fuck off.
Can't wait till I retire. A retirement party, and go, fuck you.
Serious?
And fuck you. You're okay. And fuck you. And fuck you. And fuck you.
Just like on fucking Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That was funny. No, I work with good
people, right? That's awesome, man. That's cool. So we're gonna let the AI decide, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be the way to go these days.
Yeah, it would seem, doesn't it?
AI made me tons of money on the stock market.
How?
Oh,
Do it. Okay, good. That's better. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to upload this because it's in a WAV file. That's better.
oh, we need words for the fuck yeah song. No, you don't.
No, we don't need words for that, dude.
It's the whole comical thing about it.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck it, fuck it. Fuck shit, fuck shit. That's always good with fuck shit. Then there's
Fuck me. Fuck me. Like that would have to be like no that would have to be like dun, bum 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 bum. Fuck me. But you do it in the same key, right? Like fuck me.
But I was thinking more of like the worst thing in your life is totally fucked, and you go, fuck
me, right? Yeah, like
right?
like exactly. There's so many possibilities. There could be like, for instance, fuck me could have three versions of it, right?
Yeah.
Like there could be fuck me, and then fuck me, slight return, and fuck me again, and then like
fuck me,
fuck comma me, like shit like that, right? And it's like you got to do this. I think that'll be the next album. And you just call it fuck. So what happened? Well, we tried for 20 years to write not serious music with good music behind it, and then we wrote fuck. And just didn't care anymore. That's fucking hilarious. What's your favorite? What's your favorite track off fuck? I don't know. I'm still gonna have to say
they can
fuck yeah.
Whatever their culture is, there's one there for them to choose.
Someone would like it, yeah, right. There's got to be a track on fuck yeah that you like,
yeah,
right?
Like,
there's 60 tracks on there. Pick one.
Fuck the Irish, or
just make sure you include everybody.
Yeah,
right. It's the most amazing thing we ever done. There's 200 tracks on this album, folks.
Fuck Trudeau. We'll make a fuck Trudeau. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Too funny, man.
Yeah, man. We should have been on that. Fuck Trudeau, man. We could have fucking be rich by now. Everyone wants to fuck Trudeau, apparently. Why? Because fuck.
Sorry.
I was just gonna go on a political
Yeah, no,
thing, but I decided not to. Not where what this channel's about. This channel's about music.
That's right. And what's left of it. Hey, so I went to speaking of this has nothing to do with music or scaffold, but what I did, well, I guess I could tie it in with scaffold, but I went to the tap after supper, or after work today for supper, and Taylor was there. He's this guy, this kid, right? He's the chef there, yeah. Right? So Taylor's there, just fucking, working or whatever. And your release date is cutting it close. I don't give a fuck. Okay, we're good. I'll share this on Facebook again. So it's the right link this time. And let's see what section of music that they picked. Anyways, I go there and Sherry's working. I'll have a double fucking tequila pineapple and pulled pork sandwich. Nice. Because I haven't had pulled pork sandwich there in a while. And they make a fucking insane pulled pork sandwich at the tap. So I'm sitting there and fucking do. It's taking a little while for my order to come out, but I don't give a fuck. But the only reason I thought it was taking a while is because I was expecting to meet you, and even though it wasn't taking a long time, because I'm waiting to meet you, it's what that does to you, right? Yeah. So it's like I'm not there. And so Taylor comes out and he goes, "Hey, you order that pulled pork?" I go, yeah, man. He goes, "Do you like jalapenos?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man." He goes, "Okay, I'm about to make the best pulled pork sandwich you've ever had in your life." And I'm like, "You're on." And fucking he goes back there, and then 10 minutes later, the pulled pork sandwich comes out. It has the regular pulled pork that's usually in there.
Yeah.
But then he went through on some more like coleslaw, and then he put something spicy in there. Like it's just perfect, man. I'm just
coleslaw fucking.
he threw have
counters the hot and makes this wicked.
Fuck, dude, it was deadly. It was deadly. I just devoured the fuck out of that thing. And kudos to Taylor at the tap. Anish is also he's really good too, man.
I've never had any
bad food there
at all, man. It was fucking awesome, man.
They've always and Richard does the Burns pizza. If you're into that kind of pizza, when he makes it, it's better. When he makes, I don't know why. It's like
I want to do that fish and chips one, man. Oh.
Right? Fucking A. So, next Friday at the tap, by the way, is the Polka Bastards. I'm going to.
Yeah, what's that about?
Oh, it's Dennis Vicor and a guy, and I don't know who he plays with, but the dude plays accordion, and Dennis plays probably bass or something or whatever, and they just play polka all night long, dude. And they bring a fucking shitload of people in there, and it's packed, and they give her, and it's Dennis, right?
Dennis. Oh, Dennis.
Right?
Yeah.
Dennis,
okay,
man.
Yeah.
It's him, and I don't know if it's his boy or who the fuck it is, but it's him and an accordion player, and they just fucking give her, and it's like when Dennis came to the jam and we did all those polkas.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how, like I think he really wants me to play in that band, or if he's just being facetious. Because I knew the changes, right?
Yeah.
Like my mom's side of the family is all about that shit. It's all I listened to growing up as a kid. All I hear from my sister-in-law was like, "Remember when we were in Switzerland and you used to sing all those polkas?" I'm like, "No, I don't." I don't remember that shit. But it's like it must be just tucked deep into my psyche somewhere. Because when we were playing at that jam, it was like, holy fuck, why do I know all these changes? It's like I haven't played this shit in 35 fucking years.
It's a really upbeat fucking type of music, and it's good.
I love polka, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love polkas. It's just, as a kid, I just repressed it because I just thought it was so fucking cringe and beatnik and fucking. Because your folks, you never listen to what your folks listen to.
No.
Just like with Jake, it's like, yeah, I know Papa, but I get whatever, right? Yeah. You listen to weird shit. It's like whatever. So, like, but you grow out of that, and fucking.
And that's this Friday coming up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go check that out. If you're not doing anything, you should come check it out with me. We can get in there and just fucking chill out. Don't fucking go there and
that's my plan.
Just hang out, man. Just check it out. Dennis has his own board and shit like that. He doesn't need me there to help him or whatever, but I'd probably go down there and just check it out anyways, right?
Because he's good. He's fucking, I'm jamming with him.
He's fucking phenomenal.
It doesn't even matter what kind of music it is,
like he knows
what instrument he's playing.
He knows
he
it.
Can do it.
Yeah, and he plays everything.
Yeah.
Does he play the drums too?
Probably.
Probably kicks the shit. Yeah. Probably. That's a pretty safe assumption to make.
He plays drums too.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe assumption.
To keep a beat.
Right. Because I think, and I'm not trying to say this to downplay drummers by any means whatsoever. This it's not the same. It's not the same because we're talking about pop music and music that people want to listen to.
Yeah.
As opposed to abilities,
musicians.
your abilities, right?
Yeah.
So, me, for instance, the way I look at music as a drummer, I think I'm a versatile drummer because I have more arrangements memorized than most people. I know a lot of songs. I might not play the flams and the paradiddles and shit, but I know the arrangement and I know where it's going.
The
right?
less you do, the better. And if you're in the
that's
pocket,
that's up for discussion.
If you're in the pocket, it's good.
And if you know where the changes are, right? That's the most. the changes are the most important. And your meter.
Absolutely.
The changes in your meter, right? All that other stuff.
You don't have the meter, like it's supposed to down.
Yeah. All the other stuff is superfluous. Absolutely. If you don't have the meter, and that's not just drummers though, man. It's any musician should have meter. It should not rely. It should not rely on your rhythm section. It should not rely on them, although it usually does. But it shouldn't. Everyone should have good meter and then you don't have to rely on anyone, and you can just know that my meter's good, everyone else's meter is good. I should be able to leave this situation. Like, that's how I look at it, man. When I can leave and go where I like to go when I'm playing music, which is like almost like a drug state, like when we're kicking this shit out of over the mountain, I go somewhere else. I'm so fucking not there. I know, because it's just one of those tunes, right? That happened all the time when we play in the league. When we were nailing league tunes, man, I leave this place. I leave this shitty existence that we fucking thrive in. What thrive's not the proper word, that we live in, right? And it's just, hey, this is like a hit of fucking, I don't know, whatever it is. It's better than any of that because there's no after effects from coming down from it. It's just over, and it's like you just want to play the next song again, right? Like, dude, when we'd nail Knuckles or something like that, and like, fuck, you go somewhere, man, right?
Holy man.
That's just how it is for me. And like,
I'm gonna try the watermelon.
Give me the verdict on that. Sock Galaski.
That was my nickname back in Fort Tundra Bay. Socks.
Well, Socko. Hey, oh yeah, no, we'll have this discussion off there. No, yeah, no, never mind. No, I'm gonna try to remember on my own. Oh my goodness, I've dropped 5,000 frames tonight. Out of 500,000. It's just over 1%. I've dropped more frames than the possibility of you guys are coming. And so, like, anyways, the network's, I guess, been a little shaky tonight, but that's not. What the fuck time is it, anyways? My neighbor's going to complain.
You're supposed to be getting top-notch fucking service for that.
No, I am. It's just, it's Monday night, dude. Everybody's fucking at home watching Fizzords or whatever.
Excuse.
I know. I might have to give him a call on Christmas again. That was funny. We called him Christmas Day. Remember, we were doing the show.
Yeah.
And I called them. Or did I? No.
Oh yeah, you called that. Yeah, Christmas Day. Hey, you fuckers.
Hey, man, I'm paying for this shit.
Like, fucking, what's going on?
Yeah. Hey. Oh, wow, you're working today? Wow, you must be getting paid really well. Tell you what, how about you give me what I'm paying for?
Yeah.
Because it's paying your fucking salary.
Yeah, you can.
It would be nice to
No,
say
the
it
guy
like
was
that.
good, though.
No, he was totally cool.
Yeah.
But
it goes to show if you don't double check your
they're
account,
gonna fucking throttle
they're
you.
gonna fuck you.
They throttle you, man.
Put your way up here on the ass chain. You want to get yourself down around here on the
right
ass
where it's thinner, and the lube actually does something.
Yeah.
Colin's joining us on Wednesday when we go back to work at the IMAX. So
nice.
That'll be fun. He'll come in there and go, holy fuck, you got the scaffold built already? It's like, yeah, I probably figured that's why you took the first 3 or 4 days off, because you figured I'd have it done by now, you son of a bitch. That's what I'm going to tell him. I was like, you're pretty good estimate there, Colin. I mean, maybe he must think I'm pretty good just to get that done in 4 days with the help I had, which, you know, Chico was helping, but Gord was the biggest help, man. Like, he showed up yesterday, and he was there for 2 days, and we fucking destroyed that motherfucker, him and I. Phil's grandson was there too, and he's the head rigger at Real. So when Phil's kid goes home, and you know, it'll be like, yeah, we'll get Will upstairs. He can do this shit. He's not afraid of heights. He just doesn't know the airline cable shit, right? You know, like, not yet, but like, I'm getting it now, right? It's just, you just take me up there and I'll figure it out after 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
I just have to fuck things up myself. I learn differently. It's weird.
I'm sure you can figure it out in like 10 minutes.
Right? But you show me something and I won't get it right until I've fucked it up. Because after I've fucked it up, then I go, and I realize how frustrating it is to undo the fuck up. Then I get it right. And I turn, like today when I'm talking about, it's like, okay, here's what we do. Whatever you do, don't ever drive that wedge past the knuckle of that other fucking clamp, or you're never going to be able to get it out in case anyone has to come here to do the retrofit. Because, oh, dude, they send these clamps and, like, they're smart about it. They weld the fucking clamps on so that you can't spin them around to make it work. Which, I get it, but if you don't understand how clamps go on when you're doing corners and shit, welding them on there isn't going to help, because when someone sends you up, like, say for instance, they have these ledgers, they're 2 feet long.
No, I understand that there's no
right? The clamp either closes on this side or it closes on this side, right? And ideally, there are situations where you want the clamps vice versa, and there are situations where you want the clamps on the same side. And the only time you want the clamps on the same side is if that's the only tube that's going there. If you're building corners with tubes all the way around, you want them vice versa, because the wedges they'll bang into each other if they're on the same side. You can't line the clamps up. The clamps fit really good if they're all at 90 degrees from each other. You can snug them right up against each other, eh? Which is weird, because they sent us the English Cheeseboro style right angles that swivel, and you use a fucking ratchet to bolt them up. So it's like, it's a clip like this, and there's another clip that is 90 degrees from it. So you hook one onto your vertical, and then there's the horizontal that's attached to it, and you can rotate it like this, but it spins around. So you can have 2 verticals going if you wanted to, but you usually do it at a 90, right? Now, to bolt them up, the ones they sent us, they use threaded rod and a nut. And you can get in there with a ratchet and it closes up really nice and nothing sticks out, and you can build really nice corners with it. But they didn't send us Cheeseburros to do the corners. For the corners, they sent ledgers with welded wedges on them. And if you don't put them on the right way, you box corners in. So the guy that's got to come down there in 10 years to do the retrofit is going to get to a corner and go, I can't get this clamp out. Right?
Well, that'll be his problem.
Well,
that's 10 years
right.
from now.
No, I know.
It'll be funny if it was you.
No, but that was the joke. I'd sit there and I'd go, whatever, bam, and I'd drive it home, right? And I know these other guys were doing it without knowing the consequences, right? Because they don't fucking know. They're not going to be here to take it up. They might. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, geez, I hope I'm not on this in 10 years when I'm driving this, because it's like I'd tell them, don't drive it past that knuckle. And then one guy, he'd hit it, and it went past the knuckle, and it snugs up right underneath. So now, to loosen that, when you go to hit it up, you can't hit it out because the knuckle's there, right? So what do? Well, get a zip cut and cut it. No, what you do is you stick a hammer in there, and you pry the wedge out so that it goes past the knuckle, and then you fucking
but they'll never think to do that because they've never seen a first year struggle to try to get that 3-corner clamp out because you fucking put the right angle on backwards.
Well,
because you got to make that mistake. You got to
10 years from now,
right? And it's gonna be me, and I'm like,
well, at least you'll know how to do it though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna know where they were, and I'll go, I'll let you do that one.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, you see how easy it is?
Yeah.
And then I'll get to the shitty one and go, hey, why don't you try this one?
The guy worked on it for about an hour and then go up there.
Come back.
Oh, you do it like this, man.
Just, it's funny. It's funny. I got a chance to do a couple of things like that during the course of the week, you know, just like, do you want me up there? I was like, no, man, I can do it. It's cool. I can do this by myself. Really? Like, yeah, watch this. And I fucking put the wedge in and fucking bloop, and hook it in so it can't come out. Pop it in, walk over there, pop the other end in. It's like, wow. Like, you watch other people cheat, and you learn how to cheat and fucking do. Like, how the fuck did you figure out how to do that? Well, I saw someone else do it. We figured it out. It's like, no, don't put that in. Well, why? Well, because this end moves and that end doesn't. So if you plug your end into the end that moves, then we can move it to make it fit into the end that doesn't. But if you plug it into the end that doesn't, and I can't move this, we're fucked. I gotta pry it together. Oh fuck, there were some clamps were so hard to close today. It was just fucking.
That sounds like a wicked interesting job, man. You crawl around on that shit.
And
it's like monkey bar.
It is, and you like it's weird because
Coney Hatch.
I have like levels of anxiety when I do that shit. Like when I first stand up on the deck, like if I'm standing like this and it's just the deck and that's it. There's no standards, there's no handrail or nothing. I'm fucking frozen solid. Not frozen solid, but like molasses, dude. It's, you know, I'm like this and fucking boom and just. But as soon as those standards go in and that first piece of handrail's on, I don't care anymore. It's so weird how
because you know it's secure,
and I can fall into that thing, right? It's weird because really, it's really no different. Because it's only below my knee. It's not going to keep me from falling over, but for some reason, that I just disassociate from the fall because I've got all this steel around me now, and it's weird. It's so weird. And then I'll climb up there again, and I want to sit on the deck when I work, right? I don't want to stand on it. I want to sit on it so that I can wrap my leg around the standard and fucking just. I was doing that at the end of the day for the last lift. I had my legs wrapped around the thing and there was nothing, and I was doing sit-ups on it. It's like, oh, that was a bad idea. But I had to because what we had to do was for the last set of standards to go in, there's no deck to sit on further. Because what would happen is I would sit on the next bay, the dude would bring the standards in, and I would line them up and we'd stab it in 2.5 meters up, right? While Eric was pulling on the rope and keeping it steady. But on the last deck, there's no other deck to sit on.
Yeah.
So I had to sit this way and fucking lean back like this and grab them and plug it in over top like that. Oh, it was fucking crazy. I think Chico might have filmed it. I'm not sure. He was sitting there.
I've done that like 30 years ago.
Right? You know, and I'm sitting there thinking about it today, and it's like, hey, I would have done this 10 years ago because I was doing this 10 years ago, and now it's like I've been pretty sedentary for a bit, but we pulled it off, we got it in there, and it's just, now all the really sketchy, crazy lifts are done, and the rest of it's super easy. It's just prettying shit up and then putting kick plate on everything we got to cook.
It all keeps you in shape.
It does.
That's for sure.
It does. Whatever toxins I might have had.
No, I sit in my chair at work for fucking 8 hours.
Yeah.
Eat donuts. Yeah, it's an exercise. I walk around the warehouse. Oh, by the time I get back, it's like, no respect. Oh, yeah.
I get no respect. No. The other day, I called down a prayer. It told me to go to hell.
That's just fucking bullshit.
Here's comedy.
Fucking Dangerfield, man. Yeah. Fuck. Hilarious. A guy like that could never fucking make any kind of thing today, man. Too bad.
Oh man, if he was still alive, he'd have some good ones.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Fucking probably. But, well, folks, it's getting to be that time. 10:41. We've been giving her for a bit. I need to have some off-air conversations.
Keep going.
I want to have some off-air conversations with you because we need to be
We're drunk.
Yeah. Fucking right.
What's this?
Pickles.
David. Frank.
Frank Gallo said to check out your guys' show and keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much, David.
Awesome. Thank you.
And good to see you, Anthony. We're just fucking chilling out.
We're just,
Fucked up. We've almost finished. What is this? It was full when we started.
We drank all that.
So that's an accomplishment.
I tried to choke back a beer.
Not a fan of the Pabst. The Pabst smear.
The Pabst smear.
It is, rather touching. Fuck, man. We
released 2 songs tonight.
Well, just one, because we got the MP3s fucked up. So, but hey, it is.
Which one was it?
I'm gonna release that one tomorrow because I'm gonna render the wave thing. But JD do set to release on the 31st.
Yeah.
That'll be
checked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking awesome too.
But the big news is, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be an up and
I
coming.
I think we should really work on that, man. I really think we should. It's gonna blow your mind.
It's gonna touch society from one side to the other. Culture. The culture. Oh, the culture.
The culture is it's rampant. It is. I can't. We gotta keep them all under like 30 seconds, eh?
Well, yeah, they're all that length.
Don't you think that would be the proper way to do it? I would imagine.
Each and every one. Just that one word.
Yeah. Oh, holy. All those hoots are catching up with me. Oh! Here she is.
Fuck me.
We could get cameo fucking singers and shit. Hey, you want to come over and sing the newest version of Fuck Off? What? Oh, well, no, what wasn't the answer we were looking for, I'm afraid. It was, yes.
Well, a new version of Fuck Yeah. So,
Fuck Yeah.
Whatever
Indeed.
other alternate version you can come up with.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
We can do, like, Fuck Auntie.
Yeah.
Or-
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. I know where you're going.
Fuck Trina.
Well, yeah, well, no, I thought you were going to say something.
I know.
But yeah, folks, it's time to sign off. It's time to go.
Oh, I don't want to go yet.
Well,
Oh,
fuck.
come on. It's funny. Greg's watching.
No, he's not. He left a while ago. There's no.
Shit.
night, folks. We'll see you next week. We love you. Take care of yourself and the ones you love. No machingas.
Yeah, baby, yeah.